What's going on, honey? Baby, did y'all see that reunion? Oh! This is your girl. Check me out here. Okay, the R&B Divas Reunion, Part 1. There's 2 parts. First one aired on last night, which was, I get these dates so mixed up, was the 26th, June 26th. I got it. So, first and foremost, it was a hot mess. That's all I can say. It was a hot mess. First off, we got, your drama queen of the year, Nikki. What was she doing in that white? Okay, looking like, I hate to say it, but she looked like Michael Jackson on a bed. Just swole. It's just, I don't know. It just didn't look right. I mean, the red lipstick, she's like a clown. She looks like a straight up bozo the clown with a good weave. Okay, I was like, Nikki, no. Okay, first she came to the reunion wrong. She wore white. To me, white means like purity and serenity. Well, nothing pure, nothing serene about Nikki Gilbert. Okay, truth be told. Now, what I got out of it was just, Nikki to me is like, she was so caught up on, she kept saying what Faith and I built. Angie Stone. Okay, Angie Stone and Kiki were like kind of burying the hatchet. They were actually, Kiki put her big girl panties on last night, and she openly apologized to Angie Stone in front of everybody. And of course, whoever was watching, the millions of people that were watching, and everybody on the panel. Because she even came out and said, my mom slapped me because, her mom even checked her on how she, treated Angie Stone. So, Kiki, I commend you on your wearing your big girl panties. Yay! Gold star for Kiki. KK, as she say. But yeah, Angie Stone, she was trying to talk to her. And, Kiki was talking to Angie Stone. And Angie was like, you know what? I'm so glad, whatever she said. She had a little slate. Whenever she wanted to cuss, she would put the the letter that it started with and hold it up. Like for the F word, she put the letter F and held it up. She was just being really dramatic. Nikki, she interrupted with Angie Stone and Nikki's conversation with their reconciliation by saying, well, honestly, I'm just trying to protect what Faith and I built. And then she said, At the end of the day, she is concerned about having control. And honestly, she interrupted Angie Stone while they were making peace with Kiki. I thought that was so trifling. Nikki is just straight up jealous. Just point blank, period. The fact that Angie Stone and Kiki were actually having a moment of truce. They were sharing a moment together. She had to interrupt that. Whenever there's peace involved, she has to come in and kind of intercept. That's just ridiculous. Excuse me. Then, Kiki Wise, how she wore her big girl panties at the reunion show. I'm so proud of you, Kiki. Yay! It looked like she thought of herself. She took it upon herself to apologize. And she was not influenced by anybody else, aka Nikki. She actually took it upon herself and apologized to Angie for disrespecting her and all that. And I commend her for that. Now, as far as Nikki and Selena with this DVD thing, I'm still confused about it. Honestly, the reason why Nikki didn't sign off, basically, it was all about money. Okay? $300 versus $20,000. Okay, Selena was saying that, the way Nikki explains it, she says that she basically was helping Selena out because Selena didn't have the money to do it, and now, money's involved. And, I mean, she just really, gave me this little violin, gave me this violin, sob story about her helping Nikki. But what trips me out is before she even go into the whole contract thing with the DVD, she bust out, Mom told me that when people come up to me and come up to my mom and say, did you really raise a cold-hearted daughter like that? I'm like, Nikki, really? It was so bad. The host said, okay, but let's get to the question. What's your side of the DVD story? And I mean, she really tried it. Nikki tried it. She really tried it. You know, it was a hot mess, y'all. I mean, Nikki just showed her ass. I'm trying not to cuss, you know, because you never know who's watching these little videos. But yeah, she showed her booty, booty, you know, as Selena called it. She showed her SpongeBob. I heard somebody on the commentary, their own commentary, talking about that Nikki be designing them box clothes because she got a box shape. But anyway, I thought that was hilarious. I forgot who that was I was listening to, but it was hilarious. I'm gonna give you a synopsis of each R&B diva of what I think. I'm gonna give you my own reunion, okay? And basically my whole scenario, my summary of each one. Well, of course, we're going to start with your girl, Nikki Gilbert. Because she was just the drama queen of the year. Okay? Just over the top too much. Okay. So, I'm hearing that Cravado, I've been reading that Cravado is not she's not the original designer. It was imports from China, wholesale or something. You know, that's what I read on Funky Divina's website or whatever. You know, I think she just used R&B Divas as a platform to promote her bootleg brand and tore down everyone else's whose was authentic. Everybody else had an authentic brand. Hers was bootleg, and she was jealous of that. She thought she could try to come in, sell everybody some bootleg clothes, because she didn't want to sing anyway. The show was about R&B divas coming together from the 90s, coming together to do something new. And she's trying to throw some clothes from China at everybody. I'm offended because I'm a plus size chick and our clothes are expensive. You know, we have to pay extra because of fabric, they say. And I'm offended that you think I'm going to come up in here and pay you all this money for some stuff from China. Okay? No. I might as well just go Lane Bryant and just let them ruin my pockets. But again, I'm going to work on that plus size line. Best believe that. It won't be no Cravado. Somebody going to sew it. But it won't be from China. Kiki Wyatt. We're moving on to Kiki. You know, I understand why Kiki is the way she is now. I did some little Wikipedia on her. You know, I like Kiki. The girl can sing. Oh, the girl can sing. She can, oh my God, she can sing. And she know it too. But see, Kiki was rejected by family due to her father being black. See, Kiki is biracial. Kiki's mother's family rejected her and her siblings. So, and that's why, I think that's why that's the root of her, you know, just insecure, like real sensitive, you know. She takes things very personally because I can relate to that, you know, from a sense of being a child of a second marriage and there was already a pre-established family. Even though, you know, my dad divorced his first wife, my stepmother, you know, and then my dad married my mother. And so there's always been this like tug of war, you know, with dad, and I felt rejected by, you know, my step sisters and, you know, and brother. They never really included me. It's like I didn't exist, or like they just dealt with me because they always referred me as, oh, that's daddy's baby. You know, it wasn't little sis, or, you know. So I can understand that, but at some point in your life, you have to just say, you know what? Life has dealt me this hand. I'm going to just play it the best of my ability. I'm gonna use all my trumps. I'm gonna get as many books as I can. I'm thinking about spades. I'm gonna get as many books as I can, and I hope whoever my partners are in life, like friends and loved ones that God brings into my life, can help me out with books I can't make. You know. But anyway, I can relate to that, and my prayers, actually, my prayers and empathy go out to Kiki as far as that's concerned, you know. And I really believe that the reason why Kiki was so drawn to Nikki was because due to Nikki manipulating Kiki, you know, and preying on her vulnerability, wanting to be accepted and loved. That's what I think. Because there's a difference between truly accepting somebody and being an enabler. You know, like, it's, you know, it's a difference. Enabling means you just letting somebody do what they do. You're not You're just letting them continue to go down to road destruction. You're not trying to help implement any kind of resolution. Whereas all the other ladies on the panel were, you know, doing it out of love. Kiki would go off and they're like, no, Kiki, no, don't do that. Where Nikki was probably like saying, girl, be yourself, whatever. Forget them, girl. They just jealous of you, you know. And you can feed into someone's negative side and not realize that you are hindering them from progress, which is probably what Nikki wanted to do, because Kiki is on point. To me, she's the most talented on the panel because she's still fresh and young, and I just think that was a tactic for Nikki to use to bring her down. That's just my opinion. I'm not a psyche. Monifah. I didn't really get on Monifah in most of my commentaries, but I'm gonna talk about her today. I'm going to read from what on my notes. So I'm reading notes, y'all. So just bear with me. You know, you kind of write stuff down and forget what you write about. Your thoughts kind of go. But anyway, yeah. All right. She was, Monifah was the peacemaker of them all. And true example of true acceptance. She was definitely that example. The way she would handle Kiki is the way, is the opposite of the way I believe Nikki would handle Kiki. Monifah was bold to put out her, you know, sexuality and engagement to her girlfriend, Therese, I think it's her name, Therese. And I had a family member tell me that they said, Monifah, you know, for her to be gay, she sure is spiritual, you know. And I was like, well, this is what I said about that comment. I said, you know, it's no different than a spiritual Holy Ghost tongue talk speaking preacher sleeping around with the women in his congregation, and he married. So, you know, I rest my case. You know, I believe no sin is greater than the other, and until, you know, us Christians and our radical religious groups understand that, then shut up. That's just my opinion. I put it out there. It is what it is. I believe Monifah can give true acceptance and be a peacemaker, because that's what she wants for her life. You know, that's what she yearns for, you know, because dealing with her daughter, not accepting her for who she is, and her, you know, her sexuality, you know, and society in itself, with this whole, you know, same-sex marriage thing, you know, and just a continuation of Monifah. Just all the above. I mean, I was where Kiki was. I mean, she was where Kiki was before, and I respect Monifah because of her character. You know, I'm not going to judge her because of who she chooses to be with in her sexual endeavors, or whoever she chooses to marry. I can't judge her for that. But based on what she's presented on the show, I mean, she has a great character. She really does. And I don't condone her lifestyle, but I will judge her. I won't judge her because of it either. Okay? So, just because I'm plus size, you know, doesn't mean that I will eat you out of house and home. Just because I'm fat don't mean I'm going to come to your house to get by your food. I'm not contagious. Being fat is not contagious. So just because somebody is gay don't mean, you know, you shouldn't just be hateful because they're gay. You know, me eating too much is a sin, just like being gay is a sin. You lying on your best friend and cheating on your husband, cheating on your wife is no different than somebody being gay. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'm going to close that out. If you have any comments, post below, whatever you feel. I'm open to whatever you want to say. And in the day, my opinion is mine. Your opinion is yours. I'm glad you have one. I have one. We're going to choose agree, disagree. We can do whatever, you know, love, peace, and harmony. All right. Moving forward, we're going to move on to Angie Stone. Angie, I want to thank you for trying to be the peacemaker. I saw what you were trying to do. But when you have people like Nikki blocking and subconsciously hating and disrespecting others' gifts and talents, it turns constructive criticism and progress into misunderstanding, messy mess, and emotional roller coasters is what it turns it into. You know, I've been a fan of Angie Stone for a long time, you know, looking back on it, and I respect her and I respect her work. I'm looking forward for her new music, her new sitcom, the things she has going on, and She's been in the business for 30 years. You got to respect that, you know. And things that she was trying to bring to the table, she was really trying to do exercises to show the ladies, you know. She mentioned first class mentality, you know. And Nikki got offended by that. But see, if you have first class mentality and you understand what you're trying to say, you would have gotten offended. Because that's how you know people are ignorant. Because if somebody is talking about a certain situation or a certain subject, if it doesn't, you know, refer to you, then you don't have to say nothing. You can just nod your head and move forward. If it has nothing to do with you, then you shouldn't be offended. But because you're offended, it has something to do with you. It may have everything to do with you. How about that? Nikki! But you know, Angie Stone has this awesome song. She has amazing songs, but this is my Angie Stone dedicated to Nikki. It's called Mad Issues. Nikki got mad issues. If you are an Angie Stone fan, you know the song I'm talking about. If you don't know, I'm gonna post below the link for you to listen to that song by Angie Stone called Mad Issues. If you listen to the lyrics, it describes Nikki to the T. Okay, moving on, we're gonna go to Tasha. Tasha, I'm not really sure what to say about Tasha. You know, I hope she gets, you know, to do more things. You know, and I hope her solo career takes off. Honestly, I will say this though. Tasha was the best singer from Escape. I will give her that. You know, even though she talked about Escape the whole time she was on the show, trying to do the whole so deaf thing when you had all these producers in your face. You know, you had Selena working with Music Soul Child. You know, Nikki full of crap, but I mean, she probably could have done something. You have Faith Evans in your face. And, you know, there are so many other avenues. You got Angie Stone. You have so many other avenues you could have gone through. I really think you should just leave So Deaf alone, Jermaine Dupri, and focus on a new avenue to take off on your solo career. Because So Deaf is so deaf. I can't hear them no more. They're so Anyway, y'all didn't get that and y'all should have got it. Moving forward, we're gonna go to Faith Evans. Oh, no. I have a song for Nikki as far as Escape is concerned. My Escape song for Nikki is Understanding. What I need from you is understanding. How can we communicate if you don't hear what I say? You just shut up. That's what you need to do, Nikki. Okay. Lastly, we talk about Faith Evans. Let's say the best for last. No, I didn't even do Selena. Selena's on point. Selena, I just think that, you know, Selena is just... I like Selena. I do. I am team Selena 100%. When it comes to this Nikki Selena thing, I am so Selena. Team Selena. Big time. And I just think that Nikki was just picking on Selena. You know what I'm saying? Because she's jealous. Selena can sing circles around Nikki. Selena, as you know, she's been in the game for a while. Selena has actually worked with a lot of very, very popular people like Kanye West and so many others. Cash Money, I think. She's done a lot of hooks for different people. I mean, she's really, really, really phenomenal. She's an awesome singer. I just think that Nikki's just jealous of her, honestly. She needs to get over herself. Nikki! Okay, now we're gonna get to Faith Evans. Faith Evans, Miss MIA, honey, yes, Miss Missing in Action. But I haven't been a Faith Evans fan for the longest, and she has kept a low profile as long as I can remember. She's kept her personal life like under wraps for as long as I know. I've never really heard any major dilemmas with Faith, you know, since all those bad boy days. I haven't heard anything. So this show was a surprise to me that she would even step out on a reality platform like this. So her being MIA really wasn't a surprise to me. And her being on this show and being a part of the producing, I mean, it really, really surprised me. I mean, But her being MIA is just fine with me. It really is. Faith is one of so many. She's done so many great things. I mean, she was Mary J. Blige's voice coach. Some of y'all may have known that. I mean, she's done so many things. So, I mean, if all of y'all who are Mary J. Blige fans, I mean, Mary has her own entity. She's very talented. You know, she's good. But I'm going to have to let y'all know that some of that credit, even if it's just 20% or even if it's 5%, goes to Faith Evans, because when Mary was out there, Faith Evans was her voice coach. If you pull up that My Life album, you'll see Faith Evans on the background doing her vocals, things like that. Mary's been on her albums as well. But honestly, y'all, that reunion was a hot mess, especially when it came down to that DVD. And it was all about money. Nikki was just being spiteful, evil, and hateful. And it was just off the chain. Brownstone was still a hot mess from last time. And it was just ridiculous. I mean, I just can't believe how all that had gone down. You know, and Nikki can't even sing. But that's what I think of the girls. You know, I'm sorry, R&B Divas, the ladies. I wish them all the best. I'm ready for that part 2, boo. I want to see what's going to go down, because Cheryl, whatever her name is going to be there. The one who helped them do the ladies singing for the AIDS awareness thing for the quilt. She's going to be there to kind of coach them through certain things, and Selena gets emotional, and Nikki's still being stupid, and she walk off the set. I want to see why she walk off the set, you know. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. But that reunion was just crazy. I'm looking forward to the second part, because the first part really didn't give me a whole lot. But yeah, honey, that's what I want to talk about, this reunion, boom. Yeah. All right. Well, this is your girl. I'm going to let you go for now. So tune in for the part 2 whenever they decide to air that. So until then, let's stay drama free and leave it on television. All right. Bye.